Wow, 2022, pretty great year for movies, in my opinion. Like, I've seen like 24 movies. Oh my god, that's a lot. So, since the year's ending, I thought it would make a top 10 favorite movie list. Since everyone's gonna do that and it's gonna blow up in 2023, I might as well do it now while we're still in 2022. So, yeah, I have not seen every movie in 2022, but I hope you enjoy my list. Oh, one more thing. This is all my opinions, so don't get mad at me, okay? If you want to show me your list, then show it to me. I like to see it. All right, now the video will begin. Number 10, The Batman. Yes, I know I put this film way lower than it should be, but hey, be happy that's in the top 10. But yeah, like, what can I say that has not been said? Otherwise, wow, easily one in the my top three favorite superhero films I've seen this year. And wow, like I like how it reinvents the character and all, while at the same time makes it more faithful. Like, this is easily the most faithful version of Batman I've ever seen in live action. This is like on par with the animated series Batman. Like, I if anyone has a problem with Michael Keaton Batman, Christian Bale Batman, Ben Affleck Batman, no, this is the definitive Batman or live action Batman. He doesn't kill. He has no guns, and he has he has empathy for the villains, which the other Batman did not. Like, Keaton just brutalizes a lot of the villains in in the Tim Burton movies, and Bale, while doesn't technically kill the villains, he's basically a hypocrite. And yeah, not much to say other than wow. I hope they make more sequels, and this straight up looks like the Arkham games. Easily one of the biggest surprises in 2022. When I heard of a Knives Out 2, I admit I was like, come on, Ryan Johnson, do something original. Do an original like P. Like, I'm kind of tired of sequels. But once I saw it, I was like, wow, this is one of the most original sequels I've seen since, oh my god, a long time. Like, it basically takes cues from the Rashomon formula, where basically we're seeing the POV from one character, but then the POV from another character, and reveals layers and layers of the mystery and of that character. Like, it's the same with the last duel, where it uses the Rashomon structure. Like, I'm glad that, and also I love that it uses split screen and actually uses cinematic techniques. While it's not as good as the first one, I will admit it it like Daniel Craig is easily the best character in the movie. My only nitpick with the movie is that it has that same problem with most sequels that has trying to go bigger, and I was like, they didn't have to, but okay, let's do it. But yeah, great movie, great time. And number 8, Sylvester Stallone's Samaritan. Like, when I was really hyped when this movie was announced, since it's basically Sylvester Stallone doing his take on a superhero movie, and also because I'm a huge fan of Stallone as both an actor and filmmaker. And the when I saw the film, I was not disappointed. Easily my second favorite superhero film, but because not only is it like a throwback to like 90s Stallone, but but also is emotionally complex and tries to break the whole superhero supervillain dichotomy that the superhero genre always plays with. But also, like, oh my god, Stallone is great in this. Like, I won't give away the twist, but his character is really complex, and I highly recommend anyone, whether a Sylvester Stallone fan, a superhero movie fan, or just a fan of cinema, to check out this throwback of not only 90s action schlock, but also this unique take on the superhero genre. Number 7, Sam Raimi's Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I'll admit, I only seen three Sam Raimi movies before this one, his Spider-Man trilogy. I've seen clips of his Evil Dead trilogy, but other than that, I've never seen any Sam Raimi movie. So seeing his new movie in 9 years since Oz the Great and Powerful was a delight, and after seeing this and seeing all his directing trademarks, I was blown away. I was like, this is no longer an MCU movie. This is Sam Raimi just going all out and using every inch of his style, from The Evil Dead, Drag Me to Hell, oh my god, Crime Wave, his Spider-Man trilogy, his possibly his some of his experimental films, etc., etc. And I had the fun of the year. Like, out of the three MCU movies this year, this is my favorite. Not only because this is like the return of Sam Raimi, but also this is an expression of Sam Raimi, an auteur film. Like, it's easily the best directed MCU movie. Like, yes, the script is weak, but what I was looking for to the film is Sam Raimi's directing. Honestly, from a directing standpoint, the film is a fucking masterpiece. So yeah, go watch if you can. Number 6, Halloween Ends. I don't care if people hate this movie. This is like easily my favorite out of the new Halloween trilogy. Definitely, it's not for everyone, and from what I heard from people or horror fans, it's basically a loose remake of both Christine and Friday the 13th Part 5. I can't confirm whether or not it's a remake of Christine, but I can confirm 100% it's a remake of Friday the 13th Part 5, in the idea that evil always takes another shape. And Corey Cunningham definitely is going to be remembered as one of the great horror icons alongside Michael Myers, basically being Michael's sidekick in the movie, which is great. There's a tinge of David Lynch in the movie with its depiction of the roads, like from Lost Highway and Blue Velvet. Also, like, there's some. Also, it implies that Michael can infect evil within people, kind of like the Thing, which is ironic since it opens with the Thing. Like, I can do an entire analysis video on the film if I can, which I will at some point, I promise. But oh my god, I love this movie, and I don't care if I'm alone. So yeah, watch this movie if you can and see if you like it. Number 5, Dragon Ball Super Superhero. What a title. I was a Dragon Ball fan for a long time, but after the Universe Survival arc, I was like, no, I'm done with fucking Dragon Ball. Like, that story arc offended me as a fan, turning Goku and his entire friends, and even all the new characters into fucking psychopaths. And I wasn't a fan of that. I was like so offended, and I never want to be associated with this franchise ever again. And chose a new franchise, that being Gundam. But that's another story. But I did see or read some new Dragon Ball stuff that I was kind of into, like the Moro arc and the Granola arc, and the recent Trunks, the superhero chapters. But this film is the film that almost got me back into Dragon Ball. I say almost because that arc was so bad, but this film is everything I wanted. A new story, a change up of the status quo, a return of a villainous faction, not only of a villainous popular villainous faction, but one that's unpopular, aka the Red Ribbon Army, which I think they're super underrated. It doesn't have Goku or Vegeta as the protagonist. No, it's Piccolo. Like, I love that this film does so many new things while also respecting the old. It's so good. This is easily the funniest movie of the year. Well, not well, kind of the second funniest, but we'll get to that. But yeah, for any Dragon Ball fans, go watch this movie. It's amazing, a masterpiece, easily the best thing the franchise has produced since Bardock and Trunks. Number 4, Mobile Suit Gundam Kukuru's Doan's Island, a remake of episode 15 of the original Mobile Suit Gundam. When I first heard of this project, I was like, eh? I mean, I was into it because, Yoshikazu Yasuhiko, Mobile Suit Gundam's original character designer, was directing it. But I was like, what are they going to do? Turns out they produce easily one of the most hopeful, yet, like, not, I don't want to say, like, apocalyptic, but one of the most relevant films of the year. And its depiction of life continuing after an apocalypse. Like, it gives Amuro a new character arc, which I would argue makes the ending of Char's counterattack a lot more both heartwarming yet heartbreaking. But yeah, an incredible film based on an incredible IP and show. Finally, number 3, Jackass Forever, the best comedy of the year. This film, oh my god, it uplifted me in a lot of ways, not only in humanity, but also that it's okay to be stupid. We're humans, we're stupid fucking humans, and it's okay to be flawed. Like, this film, basically, it's both a celebration yet critique on human stupidity, and I love it. It's so boundary pushing it. And with the exception of number 2, this is honestly the movie with the most dicks and nudity in throughout the year, and I love it. I love how boundary pushing it is. I love that it's basically these guys just taking the piss out of each other, and it's awesome. Honestly, the one of the biggest surprises of the year, Babylon. Like, basically, Wolf of Wall Street mixed with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with a tiny bit of Singing in the Rain if it was directed by Teen Toe Brass of Caligula and Salon Kitty fame. And by that, I mean there's a lot of nudity and freaky stuff in this movie. Basically, both a critique yet celebration of cinema. That being the critique being on old Hollywood and how fucking insane it was, and a celebration of both movies, both past, present, and future. Yet also like weirdly, oh my god, this is like one of the most sexual movies of the year and most progressive, and a critique on just like conservatism. It's fucking amazing. Just watch it. Watch this movie. Fucking watch it. It deserves to be seen more along with the movie at number 1. And finally, number 1, Steven Spielberg's The Fablemans. Loosely based on Steven Spielberg's childhood, when I first heard of this movie, I was really hyped. And when I watched it, it succeeded my expectation beyond belief and made me understand myself, my friends, and family a lot more, which is rare for a movie. And it made me tear up a lot. Like, easily, like, with one of the best performances of the year, and easily the most personal film I've seen from Spielberg, and easily his best film. I don't care what other people say, this is his best movie. Not Jaws, not all Jurassic Park, not Schindler's List. No, this is his best movie, his best work. And oh my god, deserves to win 5 Oscars. Best Director, Picture, Actress, Best Supporting Actor, and Best Original Screenplay. There, I called it. Oscars, if you're watching this, give those 5 Oscars to Steven Spielberg's The Fablemans. Please, he deserves it. Well, this was fun. I hope you enjoyed the video, and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.